Yeah, I literally got every single piece of equipment mixed up. Okay. Okay, there's that. And that. There we go. Hello. Okay, so looks like so far I was able to iron out some of the issues that I've been having with Twitch. Um, I don't know why, but Twitch was just really not being conducive to streaming. There was a lot of staggering issues with it. A lot of, I guess, it just wasn't connecting correctly. So I'm still working on my end to correct that because there might be a redundancy in my programs, or I need to get the most updated version of stuff because I'm having trouble on my side with certain things as well. So I'm working on that, and I'm having people who are a little bit more tech savvy help me work on that. So I know everybody's like, what's been going on? You haven't been on much. I forgot that, you guys only get about 2 weeks worth of streams, so it might not have been readily apparent to some people who've just recently joined. Um, but I was taking kind of a bit of a break from doing a daily stream, mostly because um, my my setup, unfortunately, is going to shit. Um, so far, I've lost two keys for the most part. I've have some issues. It's an older laptop that I'm working with. I love it. It's a gaming laptop. It's still doing a lot of the stuff it needs to do. It just has trouble gaming and streaming at the same time, or sometimes streaming and doing other background things that I need at the same time. But that doesn't mean I haven't been doing anything. I've been productive. If you've seen my Instagram, I've been doing food. I have been doing painting. Pardon. I just got this done, and I'm really happy with it. Um, I'm going outside of the box of what I'm usually comfortable with when it comes to drawing, which is like that's panic inducing for me because I'm used to having routines, being set up, and just do the thing in the order, blah blah blah. So I've been trying really hard to kind of stretch outside my normal and get more complicated and get more, curves, more movements, you know, use more heavy line and have line variation. Um, so yeah, it's a very different process than what I am used to. I'm trying different mediums, so and let's see, I've been doing a lot. Um, so I just uh, helped put out a fanfic, this wonderful 2-page fanfic that it's a Punisher fanfic, and the main character is a trans, non-binary, mask-presenting person of color. Yay! And it was really great because I got to work with Don Yuen, who's the creator of Pablo the Gorilla. He's done a lot of other stuff. He's just an amazing artist. He was the artist. He had an idea, but he's like, "Look, I'm a person of color, but I'm not black, and the character that I want to create is black. But I also would like them to have X other qualities and blah blah blah." And so he reached out to the community and went, I need creators who are people of color. Hey, M. Kate! Hi, puppies! Oh my god, I missed you so much! Well, yeah, Don reached out to the community, and myself, another black man, and another person came on, and we formed basically a writing group. And the other person who came on was white man, but they have family members who are in several communities, and he was very, very willing to listen. And if he had a point to make, it was usually from very much from an editorial standpoint. It was never about, well, I know, no, not that at all. He was just like, okay, well, what if we shift this a little bit, because editing wise, here's how it's going to affect the flow. And it was great to have him on board. In fact, it was really great to be in that writing group, because we could easily bring up points to each other, like, I know where you're trying to go with this, but I think it might not read well. I think we should do this instead. Like, it was so easy to actually talk, be heard, and find a coherent message amongst the group, which that was startling and wonderful, because I've been very, very hesitant to get into any sort of a writing group or any sort of an editorial type deal, basically the behind the scenes creators, because I have met with some pretty strong and sometimes vile uh, uh, pushback from people. And oddly enough, men of color have been my biggest. I have to choose words carefully, because a word can easily be flippantly thrown out and it would paint a much darker picture than it is. Men of color have pushed back against me, possibly because they see me as just being a young artist, even though I'm 40, or they think that I don't know anything about comics, let alone human relations. And it's like, um, I'm 40. I've been reading comic books since I was about 11 years old. I picked up Flash, War of the Gods 2, and RoboCop. Those were my first 3 comic books. But beyond that, I am queer. I am a woman of color. I'm black. Trust me, I know some things about some things. And yeah, it was funny, the pushback we got from particular people on this comic book, on this fanfic. But funny enough, honestly, if they hadn't pushed back, I would have been like, okay, they're just not even reading it. The fact that they push back so vehement and so hard, I'm just like, oh, you are just mad because it is that good. It was funny because they expected the POC protagonist to just kind of sit and wait for the Caucasian crossover hero to come and save us, as it were. And I'm like, in what comic book does that? No, that's like white savior complex. Mm. Oh my god, yes. You know what? Let's do that. Let me get Nightbot set up. I'm really glad that stream is working today, because I have been I have been fighting with the programs to just do their dang job, and they have just been like, nah, nah. I had to like I had to like do a lot of work. A lot of work to get shit functional. So yes, Nightbot is now up and running. Go ahead and put on whatever you want. I am totally cool with that. Let's rock out. I know that you know, if it's copyrighted, it's probably going to be muted later on. I'm okay with that. Let's do some jams. But yeah, it it was interesting to get the pushback that we got. And at the same point in time, that honestly only galvanized our group to really want to do more with this character. We all liked the character. We all thought it was very solid. That the way they acted and reacted was well within the range, and that we could do even more and make it more of an interpersonal perspective. Okay, how did our protagonists get to where they are? What are they dealing with? And oh god, I can't wait. I need to draw up some characters and do a treatment for this character design to kind of show, okay, here's some of the background characters of the neighborhoods they're in. Here's how they went from this to this. So I think I have to have like 4 or 5 pretty simple character design drawings up and running by like Thursday of next week. And I am so jazzed because I have a feeling that, I mean, we've got plans laid out that we're going to build an audience for this, and we're actually going to do possibly a Kickstarter next year to do a full comic book. And it is a comic book aimed at not just people of color, but at the LGBTQ community. So you're actually going to have heroes and anti-heroes and people of color who are featured, and it's going to be a little bit different, but at the same point I feel it's going to be far more human. So yeah, I can't wait, and I don't care, especially with these particular haters. I don't care what they say or what they think, because it's not their story. And I think that's why they're so mad, it's not their story. So how's everybody doing? Because I'm doing pretty good. Overall, I'm actually doing pretty good. I did have like a really massively bad spike of depression last week, and it wrecked me for a couple of days. So there was no getting on, because I was not in one piece at all. And it was just a chemical depression. It wasn't even stress of the world or anxiety or anything like that. It was just a chemical depression that I woke up with. So, you know, shit happens. But I had a lot of great people who were actually checking in on me. I saw their messages, even if I didn't message back, just because my headspace was so bad. But I had a lot of people all around me are like, hey, we've noticed a little bit of a change. Are you okay? If you're not okay, it's okay. Just like, we're here if you need to like vent or cry or whatever. And just knowing people are checking in on me actually really helps my mental health, even if I'm not able to like respond at that time. So thank you to the people on Twitch and on Discord who checked in with me to see how I was doing, even if I didn't answer back. Thank you. And you know, just people in my regular world, they also checked up on me. So it really helps me when people do put that effort forward, even if it's just a quick, hey, I hope you're doing okay. I know the world can be a little bit crazy, but you got this. So it helps. And then, what else am I working on? Oh, I've been working on trading cards as another way to like not just pass the time, but also make a little bit of money. So anybody who donates $15 gets a trading card. You can pick your fandom or your subject material. It's a 3x4. It'll be watercolor with Micron, and shipping is free in the United States. Just DM me somehow so I can actually get your address so I can send it to you. And like put down your username so that I can make sure to track it between media, because sometimes people have sent me donations and then I'd be like, what name do you go by on such and such? Like, which app did you find me on, and which name do you go by, so I can make sure that I'm sending the right thing the right place. So, yeah. But yeah, so how have you guys been? What have you been up to? MK, you always have the good stuff. Grammy! Hi! Work and chill. Oh my god, Grammy, I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad whenever the crew shows up. But yeah, like, I've missed you guys. And between tech and that depression last week, oh my god, I did not realize how much I missed y'all. I miss y'all so much. Bright as the sun, it's drawn in eclipse. I haven't seen light in a while. Hasn't been bright in a while. This is what I've been working on, Grammy. Yes, my origins for my non-binary kitsune, which I love my kitsune characters so freaking much. I want to do each of my maid and butler / host characters justice. I want to make sure that they have like a backstory, and like even if I have to explain each backstory in only 2 pages or whatever, I really want to show kind of where they come from to where they got to. And this is the other reason I'm really thankful that I got to work in a writers group for a fanfic, because when we started putting a larger story together, the story that we hope to put out next year, I got so much great information on how to put a comic book together and what you have to do in order to build the world and build the characters, because my brain will give me a beginning and an end. Sometimes it forgets the middle or tries to figure out the middle while it's trying to go through it. Don't ask it. Becomes a thing. And it goes off in a bunch of different things. And I'm like, oh, I honestly need to pick up like a book or something. I need to like actually take notes and flesh out each character and build each character out. And yes, it's great to have a beginning and an end, but you also need to like plan the middle, like have a skeleton of what your middle is going to look like, so that you can, okay, I've got my characters, I know where I want my characters to go. What kind of journey do we have? And then bring somebody in to look at that journey and go, okay, you could probably fit this in like 3 issues or 6 issues or 12 issues. But whatever you do, yeah, you might want to edit this out, and you probably need more here and a little bit less here. And these 2 things don't match up. Like, what are we doing here? So, yeah. Yay! Oh, that is awesome. For me, it is so hard to shop for like fabric online. And yes, I tangent like this constantly. Especially once I've had caffeine. Hi. But yeah, no. I love going to places to shop for fabrics and sewing supplies and stuff, because sometimes I need to feel them in hand. Also, feeling them in hand tells me how much treatment they've had, because certain fabrics get treated, and once you wash them, it changes how they feel and how they function. So, yeah. Oh, yes. But, oh, yes. So, if you guys didn't know, I have a new shop up. Sorry, you probably won't be able to see that unless I get it to focus. So I have a new shop up. I'm putting up jewelry and charms and artwork and a bunch of stuff, and I should write down. Sorry, I'm getting used to this too. I should write down what it is. So it's HTTPS : yeah, there we go. Backpack Dame Red Bento's shop dot square dot site. Okay, there we go. So that is my online store right now, and you can go there. You can get art commissions. You can get trading card commissions. You can buy the original art. It is online, ready to go. All that kind of stuff. Ooh, yeah. Right. Oh my God. Amazon can go itself. It seriously does not need any more money. The working class is getting screwed so hard right now. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know how much more the world can take on the working class level. The rich have far too much. And I can honestly say, if I were to win the lottery tomorrow, say I win Powerball, which can be hundreds of millions of dollars, I would honestly take that money, set aside maybe 10%, and just literally live off of the frickin' interest on that for the rest of my fucking life. In a nice, comfortable house that had room that I could grow plants and whatnot. But I would take the rest of that and start investing in communities around me, especially the communities that are like in the most need. I don't want to gentrify a place. I want to make sure that buildings are up to code. I want to make sure that small store owners can afford their rent and that they can conduct their business. You know, I want to make sure the people around me have the ability to function. And like the largest proponent, or the largest thing getting in the way of people functioning like freaking human beings, is often the amount of money that the upper class are squeezing out of them. They don't have any way to build wealth. They don't have a way to like build stability. And this is what we're seeing. It's getting just hit in the fucking breadbasket. Oh, man. Okay, so millennials were handed a piece of shit on fire that was broken and told, no, I swear, just let it keep doing its thing, and it'll pay off the way it's paid off for us, coming from the boomers. And we believed them because we were young and stupid. And as we grew up, they started blaming us for everything breaking. And it's like, no, you handed us this shit. You handed us as children this pile of shit and told us it would get better, and it didn't. And now you want to blame us for that? The hell? And so we taught Gen Z early on, dude, the world is on fire. It's not your fault. We've tried to fix it. We've tried to change it. But we're getting old and crotchety and tired, so we'll take a bullet for you. But like, you gotta get some momentum here. So yeah, Gen Z is like, oh, we've so got this. To me, Gen Z are cheerful nihilists, and it's both terrifying, saddening, and fills my heart with joy, which I don't know how. I don't know how you pull that off. Like, I have never seen, like, they don't quite understand dark humor or gallows humor. They need a little bit of teaching on that. But oh my god, you want to see somebody make some dark jokes, some seriously nihilistic jokes, and they half mean it as a joke and half mean it as this is what we're actually thinking. And it's like, holy crap, Gen Z, are you okay? And they're like, yeah, no, we've got our mood stabilizers, we're taking our meds. This is just life. I'm like, honey, I want to give you a hug, but thank you. Teach me your ways. By the way, cool cover. It's one of my favorite songs. But yeah, Gen Z, like Grammy. Love you to bits and pieces, worried to death about you at times, but loves Gen Z to bits and pieces because holy crap, they are doing an amazing job. I'm still worried for them. Because I am, because that's my nature. I worry about people around me. Again, this is why if I won the lottery, I'd be reinvesting a lot of that money into communities and into people who really, really need it. Honestly, right now we need to solve food deserts. Because, like, to me, the pandemic is pointing out a lot of issues that we have. Yes, we have a lot of civil rights issues, a lot of persons issues. Black Lives Matter, missing and murdered Indigenous women. We have a lot of trafficking issues. Oh my god. Woo! Scary amounts of that. But it's also pointed out to me a lot of the issues we have with food distribution. And we need to find a way to get that sorted out. Honestly, I'd love to see like food trucks or mobile units that would just, do a pre-pack of, like needed necessary ingredients and like a grocery bag of, fresh produce or whatever. And I don't know if they go house by house, which would be awesome. Just drive neighborhoods, drop off one package for each family. Or if they needed like a central area, like a large abandoned parking lot would work really well. And have people come to the parking lot to get their package of food. But like at this point, we have farmers who are throwing out between 40 and 80% of their crops because they're not getting moved, they can't be used, or whatever, because of the pandemic going on. And I'm going, if you can waste this much food, and it is waste at this point, if you can waste this much food, why can't you give it away? I think we're in pretty much a post-scarcity world. In other words, we have more than enough resources to deal with, to handle, to feed the people that we have directly in front of us. But we're not doing that because of capitalism. We need to find a way. We need to find a different system. Because if we don't, the current system that we're on is going to collapse, and that collapse is going to bring a whole lot of chaos and death with it, which could take hundreds of years to correct, versus if we switch tack now, it'll take 20, maybe 40 years. If not, we are definitely headed towards very scary times. So, difference between hundreds of years versus like 40 years. Take the 40-year deal, man. find a way to provide for the people, because the people are providing the products, the work, the everything to begin with. Like, honestly, I think we could be so much further ahead in this society if we were encouraging the same level of education across the board, same level of resources across the board. You know, even a basic standard of care, basic universal income, basic health care. Pick two even of those, which I would say give me housing and healthcare. Or universal income and healthcare. The rent is a whole other issue that needs to be dealt with. Where was I going with this? Caffeine tangent, sorry. But yeah, no, if we could get a couple of those worked out, we would actually have a way more productive society, because healthy people and people who aren't worried constantly about where their next meal is coming from, if they're going to have a roof over their head. If you're not worried, you tend to be way more chill and relaxed. When you're a little bit more chill and relaxed and you're healthy, you actually get way more done in less time. It's been shown that we have been more productive in the last 20 years than ever before. So now it's just a matter of, letting us do it. Oh, goodness. So yeah, the next thing I'm gonna work on. I'm trying to think. The next thing I'm working on is actually a project commission, and right now I'm trying to get the body position correct, and I'm like, sort of working, it's not working. I need to look up way more references, but yeah, it's gonna be so much fun once I get it down, which I think I'm gonna work on it today, see if I can get it figured out today and get it like just drawn in, blocked in, maybe even get it inked. But yeah, it's superheroes in the modern world, or at least a parallel modern world, where, yeah, having powers is not something you necessarily flaunt. It's just something that you happen to have. So we get to draw heroes, but we're drawing them in just a normal modern setting without the bright spandex, per se. So I'm having a lot of fun, like, coming up with a concept for this character that I'm going to draw. It's based on a person, so that's going to be fun and interesting. But yeah, can't wait, honestly. I heard a thing. Banana Ding Dong Zero has followed. Aww. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, if you didn't know, I have a Patreon, Dane Red Bento. And on my Patreon, you will see the paintings that I do, but also you will see, what do you call it? You'll see, like, recipes that I'm starting to write down and actually put on my site. I am taking requests and doing, like, behind the scenes with Raven, which is, like, I go shopping and I actually show you guys how to pick out stuff, what my thought process is on a lot of stuff. Hello, Marks. I don't know why the thing is not showing here. Odd. But yeah, yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on my Patreon. I'm trying to be consistent on that. I'm definitely moving forward with a lot of my artwork. And I will be listing more of my accessories, my charms, my clothing and whatnot, hopefully in the next couple weeks. a lot of it's mental. It's getting past that mental block of, did I do enough? Have I not done enough? Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you'll find me on that Square site. I'll try and get that linked here on Twitch, so y'all can go and order commissions. Or just look at what I've got. So yeah. Good music, by the way. But yeah, so what do you guys want to know? What kind of discussion would you like to have? Because we've done a lot of the updates, so I'm in a good mood. Let's do some stuff. Oh. Oh, okay. It's one of my friends from Facebook. Hello. I have to go back in and streamline some of my sites again. Hello. Hello, friendo. But yes. Oh, I'm caffeinated. Yay. But yeah, so it's been a lot in the last couple weeks, and yeah, I keep forgetting that I can't see Facebook comments here for whatever silly reason. So yeah, I guess I have not figured out that. I thought I had figured out that particular hiccup that I was having, but apparently Facebook is still not showing up here, which means I have to have it open on another, what do you call it? I have to have it open on my phone, apparently. So, yay. Sorry that you had to find me on Twitch, but yay, you found me on Twitch. Oh, I completely missed the biggest announcement. The biggest announcement is probably within the next 2 months, I'm going to be making a big move. Literally, a move. I'm still going to be in state and everything like that, but I'm going to be probably moving from my current situation to a new place with different roommates and a hard line to the internet so that my connection is so much better. But yeah, so that's another reason that you haven't seen me stream quite so much. Not just the technology, but the fact that I've been kind of out of the house, fully masked up, full PPE and all that kind of stuff, but I've been out of the house and getting stuff done so that I can get all of this taken care of, because I'm going to be elsewhere soon, and I think it'll be a move in the right direction, something that I need, and it'll get me closer to a lot of opportunities that I am currently slightly out of range for. But yeah, so it's a lot. It is a lot. So again, how's everybody doing? What would you like to discuss? This is kind of open mic right now. And I'm just finishing up an Instagram post, and then I'm gonna get Facebook up and running, so I know what's going on there too. A transient hut. Water's the shell and we are the nut. A dice or a hand or chout or I love MK's choice of music. So good at this. Ugh. Look at all the peaches. How do you celebrate? Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, if you want to send donations through Facebook, if you want to send them through my Square site, my Venmo, Cash App, like I'm working on getting buttons for all of those just to make donations a little bit easier. Show the favorite to the egg, I'm not getting let along. Harding. it has a very, I'm not sure if it's Pilgrim or Judge. That is really interesting, to say the least. Yeah. Cosmic! Woo! You should get the ivory mantle. See if there is. As a poet, I knew to be gentle. How do when you have a child, so begins the braiding, and in that braidy state. Right. Look at all the peaches. I want to celebrate. How do I cannot pierce out. Figure that out in a moment. Ish. Hello, Cosmic. How are you doing, dear? What's your house? Okay. I know you have the dove. I'm not getting wet. Looks like a date is set. Show the ferret to the so yeah, my symbol or my name, my handle on Venmo is Dame Red Bento. Capital D, capital R, capital B, Dame Red Bento. Same thing on Cash App, Dame Red Bento. Oh, that's creepy. Yeah, that is an apt YouTube comment. And yeah, my Square site is also https:// Dame Red Bento's shop .square.site. Show the ferret to the egg. I'm not getting let alone. The barrel, it's already dead. I know you have to die. Okay, there we go. Yay. That is weird and interesting. Aww. Thank you so much for the donation. Looks like a day. Honestly, it means a lot. It keeps me off the streets. No, actually they do. If I hit a certain amount of donations or commissions for a day, because everybody knows my other day job at this point is delivering. If I hit a certain amount of donations or commissions for a day, I just go ahead and take that day off and just work on the commissions or just work on making something, creating something, instead of going out and, stuff. Doing delivery. Dealing with people. I'm gonna take a very quick bio break. I will be right back. The music will continue to play.
Barbed wire heart. The boys think that I'm too guarded. They think I'm too hard. Just cause I cry in my room don't mean I don't cry at all. I've never been into playing the victim. I've never been into being just another princess in someone else's kingdom. You mad at me. You've been sleeping good, I've been awake. I've been putting work in. You've been late. Trying to get the fuck about this place. They don't know how it feels. Young girl with a big heart, yeah. They think dreaming's surreal, but I'm a young girl with a big heart on me. Me and my whole squad finna go hard as Sunday to nothing, and we fighting the odds. But I'm a young girl with a big heart on me. Look, one day I'm told you, Mr. Danis. I told you, Mr. Danis. Fucking told you, Mr. Danis. One day I'ma look back and be glad I never gave up. One day I'ma look back and be glad that I broke up with my jealous ass ex-boy. Man, he a hater. One day in my prayers, one day in my prayers. They don't know
And we are
how it feels. Young girl with a big heart, yeah. They think
yes,
dreaming's
and
unfair,
absolutely.
but I'm a young girl with a big heart on me. Me and my whole squad.
Yeah, at this point, especially in America, going outside is risking your life.
And we fight in the odds, but I'm a young girl with a big heart on me. I don't think you know your place. Snatching my face, trying to strip it away. They perceive me to be needed, but I see that hate. Watching my face, with the endless debate. I just got a big girl keeping secrets in my guitar. Now you still begging this
Okay, the reason I'm laughing so hard is I honestly gave up on English this morning. I could not spell simple words to save my life. I'm like, I couldn't spell world. I could not spell world. I was like, this is like a third grade word. This is not that trick. I couldn't for the life of me. I'm like, no. Even my spell check seemed to be really confused as to what I was trying to spell. It's like word, work, worry. I'm like, what the? Okay. Oh, is my microphone too low? I will see if I can get that a little bit higher. I hope that works better.
I want a boyfriend, but I just keep hitting dead ends. Try to take a shortcut, but I get cut again.
No worries. I can definitely.
I want a boyfriend. Tell me
Hopefully, does that help make it a little bit easier?
find it wrong once, but I want love again and again.
Let me know if it.
I want a boyfriend.
Okay, perfect, awesome. Sorry, I've been fidgeting with things. It's getting a little bit easier for me to adjust stuff, which is kind of making me happy. But yeah, right now I am working on getting funds together to actually buy myself a desktop because I love my laptop, but the poor thing is slowly becoming a place where I can put information and save information, but it's having trouble functioning just overall. And I've beaten my keys to death. So I've lost I've lost 2 keys. I have broken the S key so badly and so many times that even super glue could not hold it together anymore. I had it patched with super glue and hard resin, and it still just went whoa. I'm like, oh no. So yeah, now I'm technically I'm absolutely completely missing my S key, and my A key is well on the way out. It's just dying. So yeah, I'm working on getting funds together. Hopefully about $1,000 to $1,500 together to get a desktop unit, which will actually make it way easier for me to do a lot of things. Not only will it be easier to replace pieces and like be sustainable that way, but a new updated system would make it easier to stream, to edit, to do a lot of things, which slowly I'm going digital. And one of the other things I might invest in a little bit further down the line, say about a year or so, is an upgraded Wacom tablet. Right now I have a generic one that I'm practicing with. I think I found a what do I call it? I think I found a digital manipulation program that I can work with, and it makes some sense to me. So, yes. But yes.
I'm a motherfucking train wreck. I don't wanna be too much,
reminds me. Okay, let me. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. Ah! So, one of my friends. Sorry, checking to make sure I don't have any. So, if you haven't found this artist on Instagram, Yuenning It, he is a fabulous artist. He made a really great t-shirt. So if you don't know too much, the Punisher skull has been appropriated by the police forces as an intimidating emblem, and it's been used very much in the wrong way. So the creator of the Punisher straight up put his foot down and went, no, we need to get this emblem back where it should be. And collaborated with BLM and some other organizations, and put out basically a call to artists and went, hey, can you bring this emblem back where it needs to be? Because it's supposed to be for the people. It's about somebody who's taking on corruption, whether it be the military, the police, the mafia, the untouchables of society. Like, can you do something with this? So my friend, Yuenning It, made this really great BLM Punisher skull emblem. And it was put onto t-shirts and hoodies and stuff. And, like, it was used to raise money for social programs, programs like BLM, and, pushing for better legislation and whatnot. So he was hoping to sell like 50 units, maybe even 100 units, see how much money he could raise. And he raised like over $40,000 for the cause. He did phenomenal. So, yay! Not only am I happy for him as an artist, I'm happy that he has decided to put everything he has, his artwork, his clout, his reputation, his everything, into doing these kind of things, these wonderful social projects, as well as his amazing artwork. Like, he's fabulous, and he's constantly positive, but realistic. It's not that toxic positivity, oh my god, you always have to be happy. It's the, okay, what good spin can we get out of this? If there is no good spin, hey, hug. I'm still here, hug. I'm like, this is what we need. So yeah, I've been enjoying working with Yuenning It. Let me get you some names, because y'all need to find these people. I think Facebook took down my video because it has too much music in it that is copyrighted, but I don't care right now. How do I get to my friends list? So Don Nguyen, Nguyen in it, is also on Twitter, as is his Pablo the Gorilla. Ooh. Duplicant 1 through 3, a dystopian biopunk thriller, is now on Kickstarter. Sorry, this man has his hand on, like, the pulse of a lot of really great stuff. But yeah, I need to work on... How come there's nothing showing up on my Instagram feed? And avatars are not working again. Okay, I'm gonna have to fidget with buttons. Looks like I got certain things to work, but not other things. That's okay. I can just change stuff. I've got to figure out a good source of music that I can have playing that doesn't get silenced or blocked out. Because that would be my other thing. If I'm going to be doing art, if I'm going to do art streams, because I'd love to do art streams and show you guys like what I'm doing, what's going on. If I'm going to do art streams, then I need to have music that won't get silenced or bumped. So, yes. But yeah, don't worry about it for this particular session. It's not a stress point, but yeah. But yeah. I think I've got to find sources of music that I can put up that won't get blocked, because I would love to just have it doing its thing. Oh, also, I hit over 1,000 followers on TikTok, so I'm now able to do live streams on TikTok. So I'll try and let you guys know if I'm going to do a live stream on TikTok or if I'm going to do live streams on here. So yeah. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, I was actually able to watch that music video. It was really weird, and yeah, that comment was very apropos. It made me uncomfortable, but also it was really, really interesting. So yeah. Holy crap. I'm at 1,083. Oh. Oh. Then I need to... Pardon as I highlight that. Control C. Good to know. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm probably going to spool through that today then. And that way I can have a playlist ready to go. Yeah, that way I can have a playlist ready to go before I jump on here, and that'll make it easier. Oh, M. Kate, I love you. Frig, you were so smart. Yay! So now I just need to come up with good ways to grow my creative empire. Mm. So yes, if you have not joined my Patreon, feel free to do that at any point in time. I have memberships for as low as $1. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out like all my different social media posts. I'm trying to be more consistent on those. I'm actually getting better, I should say. I'm not just trying. I'm getting better at being more consistent on Twitter, on Instagram, Patreon. Patreon I update about once a week, especially for new members to my Patreon. I make sure that they get to see their requests usually within a week. Trying to think. Eh. I honestly can't wait to get started on this. Like, it keeps sitting out of the corner of my eye. But I'm like, like, I know my basic color scheme. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do for the kimono. And yes, I know that she's Korean. It's part of her entire backstory. But yeah, it's like, I have so much that I want to do. So much I need to do. Okay, I'm liking this. I love you youngins. You have showed me so many good and fun things. So much so that they are now showing up on my YouTube feed quite often. Oh. I don't know. Did you guys get to see my updated character designs? So that's Nizome. And then there's Vlad. And then, of course, my fave, or at least one of my, like, top 3, Laika. So I think I'm in a mood to work on art today. So I think I might start filling in these backgrounds and work on character design. Right? Well, and those are some of my main characters from the Monster Maid Cafe that I'm working on right now. So I think I technically only need two designs after that, and those 2 designs are the antagonist characters. So I think after I get those done, I need to work on actually writing the skeleton, so I know where I'm starting from and where I'm going to. Because, yeah, if I'm gonna do this, I need a cohesive storyline. So yeah, I think I will do that today. As in, I'm gonna do more character design there, and maybe I can actually also get that the project commission knocked out as well. That totally needs to happen. And I now have software that I think will work when it comes to like photo editing. Like, it actually makes enough sense to me that I'm not stressed and losing my mind with the photo editing. So yeah, I don't know why, but this particular program that I picked up just makes a lot of intuitive sense, and it also builds off of programs that I've already used. So I have a little bit of working knowledge, enough so that it makes sense when I'm looking for certain stuff. I just need to see if they have a Pathfinder tool, which would make my life insanely easy if they did. Because Pathfinder tool... Oh, I love the Pathfinder tool so much. But I just can't work with the rest of those programs because I'm not paying hundreds and thousands of dollars a year to own those programs. But yes. Ooh. So much good stuff going on in my brain. Like in a really good way, not in a stressed out way, which is really nice. But yeah, I'll try and figure out what's going on with my Instagram feed. I'll probably take down the stream avatars because those mean nothing. I will get a site button posted. Yeah, let's get this streamlined. Let's make this work. Ooh, I'm loving it. I actually have a way forward. Yay! But yes. Okay, I should head off. I've got quite a bit to do, to say the least. I think tomorrow's Thursday. Unfortunately, I'm super, like, just jam-packed tomorrow. So I will probably see you guys on Friday. Let's say about 10 o'clock. I will try and get that posted up. Right. But yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Cosmic and Grammy. Thank you so much for Mark. Mark's Nuts. Thank you for everybody like showing up and hanging out with me. You guys are amazing and wonderful. And honestly, just letting me ramble at you is helpful. I love interaction. Every now and again, you guys just let me ramble and I end up working out my own isms. But yeah, I will hopefully be back on... Oh, it's the Art of Dawn! Oh my god! She's one of my favorite artists of all frickin' times. I own several pieces of her artwork. Like, I'm not even kidding. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love working with her. She's, like, awesome. She's amazing. Her mind is in, like, so many weird and wonderful ways. This was all done with frickin' marker. Like, she's amazing. Cannot recommend her enough. Like, oh my god. Yes. And she and her husband, who's the writer, she is the artist. They run Zombie Ranch Comic Online. And it's an online comic about basically the apocalypse has happened. We survived it, and we found out that zombies are actually useful. They produce something that we very much... Thank you! Yes, that's it! Zombie Ranch comic! And yeah, so it's so it starts out with a film crew basically following zombie ranchers, people who farm and ranch zombies, zombie ranchers, uh, on their day to day, and it gets so much more in depth from there, and it's just, oh my god, it's so much fun, so cool. I love it. I freaking love it so much. Yeah, so go check that out, please, by all means. But yes, one of my favorites. I have known them for years, 4 years, and just so amazingly talented, both in physical media and digital media, and just, oh my god, just I'm sorry, they're like not only one of my favorite artists, but also a really good friend, and just they are the reason I finally had courage enough to like do clothing, do accessories, and pursue my artwork. They pushed me in the most wonderful ways to like have a little bit of freaking faith in myself, and like just do your art. Just do your art. It doesn't matter if it's good. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out. Of course you're not going to be like, "Look, this is a Van Gogh." No, of course not. But like start somewhere and build. And it took me a long time to like get that through my head, but I finally did, and I owe so much of where I am today from them gently pushing me to do all those things. So thank you, cuz you're so amazing, like on so many levels. But yes, love them because they loved me. Yeah, yeah, and oh, I don't know if you've seen. I keep showing this because I'm pleased as punch. But yeah, this is my latest thing that I've been working on, the latest piece. Right? So yeah, I'm like, honestly, if you told me 2 years ago I was going to be able to do stuff like that, I would have been like, you're out of your mind. Hell, if you told me 5 years ago, yeah, you're gonna work on a fanfic, and you're gonna be doing, watercolor painting, and it's gonna be you're gonna do a lot of anthro stuff, and that's okay. Um, and you're gonna be amazing. You're gonna do great things. I would have been like, no, I'm going to be locked to a desk, probably doing tech flats for the rest of my life. Because trying to get ahead in the, design industry is damn near impossible, but I'm just going to have to work through that. And that's all I'm going to do. And that's all I'm going to be good at is, either tech flats or, menial work. And honestly, people have just been pushing me like, do your art. It's okay if it's not great first. You have to practice. And sometimes it's really difficult for me to practice because I hit the artist wall, or I hit that blank space. Or I'm having a bad day. But like people just like, hey, can you do this? And they give me an art prompt, and the next thing I know, I've done Klimt the Kiss, but with Gonzo and his chicken Camilla, or I've done, Captain America, or I've done, some silly, wonderful thing. And without people just giving me that gentle push, I get inside my own head a little too much. Um, which I know this is probably why I should push harder to be doing streams and stuff, but there are just days I can't quite deal with life. And then there are days like this where I get on and I get to see my wonderful friends, my wonderful community, and they make me so happy because honestly, y'all push me to do a bit more, to do a bit better, even if it's a little thing, even if it's just one thing, it it ends up making my day better. And it ends up making my art better, and it ends up making everything a little bit better. So thank you again all so much. Dawn, I might tap you a little bit later on to help me figure out how to add buttons to Twitch because I'm having a little bit of trouble with the information below. So I might just ask for some quick advice on getting those set up. I will DM you. But again, thank you all so much. If I'm not back on tomorrow, I will be on Friday. I'm going to say 10 a.m. start time. Hopefully for at least an hour or two, probably doing like watercolors and just kind of discussing the state of the world or what's going on or what we can do in art and whatnot. If you have topics that you guys would like to talk about or you would like me to chatter on about, go ahead and like drop me a DM, drop me a whisper. Go, hey, could you talk about this subject? Because honestly, that helps me because I can line up several subjects that I've either researched or I know about and just kind of go with. And I love good in-depth wandering discussions if we have not seen that so far. On days that I'm going to do just purely art streams, I will try and have a music list already lined up so that they don't ban my video or my Twitch streams. And then pretty much any other day, I don't care if it gets, knocked off certain platforms, blah, blah, blah. I'll let you guys like know ahead of time. Hey, this is going to be an art stream, so everything's going to be pre-programmed. Or, hey, free for all day. I don't care what other streams are going to do. They're going to do. Okay, so thank you all again so much. I will hopefully see you by Friday, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.